Welcome back to Mammoth, guys. We're just pulling into Crowley here. Owen's just a little bit behind me with the truck and the boat, so I'm gonna meet him down at the yard, and we're gonna drop the boat and the truck down there. You can see Crowley over here. Beautiful evening here, about 10 after 8, Sunday evening. A couple little raindrops on the windshield here. Owen's gonna be up here with the boat, so we're just gonna drop it off down here, and I'm gonna give him a ride back. So we'll open up the gate for him. Our brand new gate that we just put up last week. We got all that portion of the fence all fixed up, and Mike's bringing up, we made a material list for the cross fence here that we're gonna do. We had partial post. That's what we bought all that stuff for. It's definitely a good size space. Look at these clouds, unbelievable. Something magical about this place, I'll tell you. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and we are making the rounds. A little after 6 a.m. Sun's out. Very nice day. It's supposed to be warm this week, so we're gonna go see where everybody left off last week and keep things moving. Sadie just taking her sweet time. Come on, let's go check some jobs. Come on, go ahead. She definitely doesn't get in a hurry for much. Bud's already in here in his seat like a human. Just came up here to Grindelwald. We're gonna check, see how the guys did last week. Looks like they got the trench. They ran into a big tree stump, but it looks like he's got the trench for the power here, and see what they think about that. Got the gas line done too. Looks like they got most of the way back there. Very nice morning. Just calm as can be. Yep, they made it all the way. Looking good. So we'll let the gas company get their line in, let power guy get his line in, and then come back backfill it all. Kind of a quiet Monday morning here. Everybody's just kind of getting their week started. So we're back up here at Laverne. We got some of these TGIs set up here on the garage. Guys are starting to roll them out. Still waiting on these bucket repairs from the concrete guy. I'll have to check with him on that. See how things are going with that. But they should move along pretty quickly this week with this joist. Everything's laid out. You can see we got hangers in place and beams set. Got a few joists rolled out over here. So these guys will be working on the garage today, getting it all rolled. Come back after lunch and see how far they get. Back to work. We got to really push the next 2 weeks to get the joists all rolled and the sheeting done so that the timber guys can make their schedule. We're gonna head on down and check on Chad and Raul and Sal and see how they're doing with those plates. Let's get to it. So we're finally on our last leg here. We've got all these plates setting in. You can see how they set. They're gonna lift up and bolt to the 2x4 we have on top, or to the 2x12 I should say. And got these center ones in. It's looking pretty good. It's a lot of work went into getting these base plates in. Kind of a unique thing. We've never really seen base plates like this for a building like this. But they're all locked in. Got 49 of them, and we probably got about half of them done so far. So hopefully by Thursday we'll have everything done. We're gonna get concrete all set up for next week and pour this thing maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Really nice day. Not a bad place to be when it's 100 degrees down in Bakersfield, that's for sure. I mean, those base plates are like tanks. This thing's gonna be so stout on the bottom. Well, we made it through our Monday. And you can see the cloud cover off to the northwest here. Really cooled it off. It was super hot. And dropped the temperature about 10 degrees, and it's just lovely out right now. It's not a better place to be in the world as far as I'm concerned. I think Sadie and Bud think the same. They're in their element. Sadie likes to take control when they're playing. They love each other. She gets his collar. She's pulling on his collar. She ain't messing around. She's being a little rough with him today. He's just letting her. She likes to get on that collar and jerk him around by the collar. That's kind of funny. I mean, that's gotta hurt a little bit. And he don't seem to care. Yeah, guys, it really doesn't get any better than this time of year. It looks like some thunderstorms going on maybe off to the north there. Definitely a little moisture in those clouds. Probably not that much, but it just cools it down like you wouldn't believe. I mean, unless you're in Alaska, it really doesn't get more intense than this. It's like sunny over here, and I just hear thunder rolling over this way. Good morning, everyone. So today, sounds like we got a fun little project over at the fire department. We're gonna go check that out here real shortly. They're gonna be removing I think it's like an old cell tower or something along those lines, a radio tower. And we gotta have the crane and a torch to cut it. It's a big metal post. So I know Dan and Ian and Owen are getting set up over there. We're gonna go check it out and see what they're up to. This is the Snow Creek development. We've actually built several of these condos. We did that one right there several years ago, and a few more, and then several along this line here. We framed them. Been working with these guys for several years. This whole phase is pretty much wrapped up, and I believe they've sold all of them too. Here is the pole right here that has to come out. Looks like the crane's already here. I see Ian and Dan just showed up. So I think they're gonna get the crane all situated and be ready to start cutting this thing loose. It's a pretty good sized pole. They're gonna be putting a new cell tower here. So all of that's coming out. So they're having a little meeting here. Freaking Bud.
I don't know what, I'm assuming they're gonna have to demo all of this out of here.
So we got Owen all harnessed up. Ready to go. Ian's got the crane going. We're gonna get it all set up here. And I think the plan is gonna be to rig it up high right out of the gate, get it all rigged up, and then we're gonna cut it right here and lay it down on the ground and do the rest of all the cutting on the ground. They're showing Owen how they want to get it rigged around the top. So Dan went and got the lanyard. We got pads set up. Ian's gonna boom out with the riggers, get this thing leveled up, get it all level, and then we'll be ready to swing over and hook up to the top here. Got the thing all the way up off the ground. Okay, Owen's climbing up. And we're gonna get it all hooked up, get some tension on it, and then Dan's going to bring the welding truck over. Working at elevations. All right, we'll get the torch out, get Owen back down on the ground, and cut this baby loose. I don't know what that is. A bunch of dust kicked up over there somewhere. Hope it's not fire. Okay, Owen's coming back down carefully. And we're done with the elevated work. We're gonna lay this thing on the ground. Okay, Dan's got the torch. Start cutting this thing loose. Oh, it's loose. So there we go. 3,400 pounds, he said. So now he's gonna just carefully lay it down. Set her down. I got it where we want to lay it. Now it's just a matter of carefully swinging and booming down so he can lay it on its side, and then we'll cut it up. So he's got to be real careful to keep the tension on it while he's trying to lay it over. There we go. That's what we want right there. This hole, pretty deep hole. Can't even see the bottom, really. That thing goes down there quite a ways. Probably better put something over the top of it just to make sure nobody falls in it. Probably have to re-rig it and lift it up off the ground to cut the top off, and then be able to lay it all the way down on the ground.